Hey everyone, it's Sarah and I am here with this last layout that I made using the Studio Calico Antiquary line, which was from October of 2014. It was an older kit that I had in my stash and I'm trying to start really using those up. So this is the last layout. I think I had maybe planned to do one more layout with it. By the time I was done with this one, to be honest, I was done. The products weren't really speaking to me anymore, and I was like not really looking forward to using it anymore. So I just broke it down and put it back in my stash. So I did use it up, but I didn't, get through absolutely everything, and I'm okay with that. So this is my last one. So I'm taking that piece of brown cardstock there. I put my picture in the middle and I use that to mount it on there. And then I'm using this paper right here from Echo Park, and I'm going to use that as my main background. Now I am going through all of my scraps here just to kind of just see what I want to use on here. I'm really liking the green because there is some green in that in the bottle on the picture. So I definitely want to bring those in. And then I'm going to definitely bring in that Dear Lizzie cut apart sheet. I'm going to use at least two pieces from there. And then I'm just kind of going through to see what else I want to use as far as scraps go. So this is a picture of my favorite beer. I have scrapbooked about beer before, but I don't think I've ever done one that's like, this is my absolute 100%. If you ask me what my favorite beer is, it's Yuengling. It is absolutely my favorite. And it's frustrating because I cannot buy Yuengling where we live. It's only sold mainly on the East Coast. There's like a certain point where it's not sold after that. And we've always lived towards the West. Being in the military, we haven't lived, furthest east we've lived in our career so far has been San Antonio, and we couldn't buy it there either. So it's been frustrating. And we can get it when we go home to Florida. So whenever we do go home to Florida, we always kind of stock up and we make sure we enjoy it while we can. And we can never bring it home because we always go on the plane. But yeah, it's my absolute favorite. I think it's delicious. So we had some when we were home for Christmas. So this was taken over Christmas break. We went to the store and got some, and I was enjoying it at my parents' house. And so yeah, I just wanted to make a layout about that. So I used some scrap papers there. I have that green heart paper. I don't know what manufacturer that came from anymore because I've thrown the branding strip away, so I'm not sure who makes that. But I also used two pieces from that Dear Lizzie cut apart sheet. I used the wood grain piece and then another piece that I cut down, and it says, "I love you more than ice cream." And then I also used a border strip along the bottom, that little diagonal stripe one. And now I'm using these Studio Calico green letters. And these are fine, but they're not my favorite, and I've thrown the rest of them away because I will never use them again. I like the font. I like the idea of them, but they are very, very see-through. So I used my quick dry adhesive to put them down because they were too thin to use my ATG on. So you can see the adhesive through it. It's not terrible, but it's definitely there. So it was just kind of frustrating. I don't know how else I could get those down without sewing through them. I don't have a Xyron sticker maker thing. I should probably get one, but it's just not an option for me as of right now. So it was a little frustrating to use those, and I'm not going to use them again. So I actually have already tossed the rest of them. And plus there's not that many in there. Like some of the vowels had a couple in there, but then everything else was just one. So we only had one G, and I had to cut down a 6 in order to make another G. So that's one thing that really frustrates me about Studio Calico when they have their alphabet sets. They're super cute, but they don't come with very many at all. Sometimes they only come with one of each letter. And I'm like, how are you supposed to make words out of one of each letter? It's very, very frustrating. So I tend to get very frustrated with stuff like that. I'm always having to manipulate other things, which is fine. You end up using things that you probably wouldn't use normally, but at the same time, I shouldn't have to, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think especially with vowels and stuff, you should at least have two of each letter. But okay, I'm done. That was my rant. So bottom line, they worked fine on here. I will never use them again. I didn't enjoy them that much. I like the way they look. I just didn't like actually using them. All right, so I have my layers down. I have, wait, what am I doing? I'm thinking about something because I can see my hand tapping. That means I'm thinking. I think I'm just trying to figure out what else I want to do because I know where my title is going to go, and I just need to figure out what else I want to put on here. This one took me a little bit of time because I was very indecisive about it. And I didn't love everything that was left in the kit. I think at this point I was just kind of done with it, so it wasn't really inspiring me that much. But I do pull a few things here, and I think I go into my stash as well and kind of grab a few things, and I end up really liking the way that it turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting my title stuck down here soon, and like I said, I'm going to use my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to do that. And I pulled this little owl, and I don't know, I don't like that either. It doesn't really go. It's cute, but it doesn't really go with the layout. So here's where I go into my stash. I have these cork hearts, and so I pull a couple of those. I like the way those look. And then these here are also some little wood veneer hearts. They I think they came in a Valentine's kit, and they look like the little candy hearts that have the sentiments on them. So I pull a couple of those, and I like the way that that looks. I'm going to take off that arrow as well. I don't know. I didn't love it. So the little heart up at the top there says yes, and then the one on the bottom says miss you. And I thought that was kind of cute because I do miss Yuengling because I can't buy it everywhere, so it makes sense. And here I go with the title. So I'm going to go ahead and get it down. So the top is going to say Yuengling, and then the bottom is going to say my fave. And I will do some journaling about it as well. So you can't really tell on camera that much. You might be able to see it better in the close-ups, but you can definitely, see the adhesive through. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It dried fine, but, you could still definitely see it. But I don't know. I feel like if you're going to have alphabets like that are completely see-through, I think they should be adhesive, like they should come self-adhesive like that. But, of course, I'm not a manufacturer. It's fine. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and get these hearts stuck down here. And I like the cork definitely because it kind of brings out the brown that is in the cardstock as well. And the picture is a little bit darker too, so. I'm getting adhesive all over my fingers. There was one point where it came out like a lot faster than I thought it was going to, and so it got all over me. I believe I'm looking at these word strips to see if there's anything I want to use and maybe use those instead of actual journaling, but I believe I decided against it. Nothing really jumped out at me. So I am still thinking. And then I remember I have these wood grain enamel dots that someone had sent me recently. And I think these are Studio Calico too, from what I remember. But someone sent them to me. And I think they just add the perfect touch. And plus there's wood grain in one of the papers behind the picture there. So this is a little leftover strip from that border strip that's along the bottom of the picture. So I'm going to put a little bit at the top just so I can use it up. And I know I'm going to do some journaling here soon. I'm not sure what else I do. Oh, I pull out this stamp. This is a roller stamp, and this is actually by Kate Spade. My husband gave me this for Mother's Day, I think, last year. And it just has some sentiments on it. There's no dates or anything. It's just straight sentiments. And so one of them I'm going to use, and that one says, "Don't mind if I do." And then I'm going to do another one next to the title on the bottom. And I don't remember what it says. Escape the ordinary, that's what it says. And that's definitely how I feel when I drink Yuengling because I can't have it all the time. So when I do have it, it's such a treat. Even though it's my favorite, I just can't buy it, here. So when I do have it, it's very special and different from the ordinary that I drink at home because I'm forced to have other stuff. But Let's see, where am I going to do my journaling? I know I'm going to do it. Oh, yes. So I go back into my stash here and I saw this sitting on top, this little fabric stickers from Amy Tangerine. I'm going to use that wood grain with the hearts on it. And then I'm going to cut down some more of that card there that from the sentiment next to the picture. I had some more of that pattern paper there. So I'm going to do that. Just do a little cluster up here just to kind of add a little bit more up on top. And I think that really just helps finish it off. Do I do journaling? I guess I don't. No, because I'm at the end here. So I guess I don't do any journaling. But Yuengling, my fave, doesn't really need any, I guess. All right, so that is going to be it for my Studio Calico Antiquary, I can't say that word, kit. So I'm glad I used it up. It's all done, and I will be back again real soon with some more layouts for you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.